So in this module, we are going to discuss our fifth one. What is that? Is in the adjacent figure, M is parallel to N, and AB are any 2 points on M and N respectively. Let C be an interior and point between the lines M and N. Find the angle ACB. So we have to draw one line based on this. So let's draw one line XY. So draw a line like this, which will going to divide this C point as 2 parts. So let's take here x, here y. So what are the given conditions, right? M is parallel to N and angle ACB is divided this z degrees. And what you can take, let's draw xy line parallel to M and N. That is a condition. That is xy is parallel to M and N is parallel to N. So what you can take it here is, so let's take condition like this. So here angle S. So this is angle S. So let's take angle B will be equal to x degrees. And here also this one. So BC as a transversal, here alternate interior angles are equal. So that means angle BCX. So BCX will be equal to x degrees only. Why? Because here are x degrees. Then another condition you can take it as this angle. So here this angle and these angles are equal. So these two angles are equal. What you can write it here as, so let's take angle A will be equal to y degrees and angle ACX. So angle ACX will be equal to y degrees because from alternate interior angles. So opposite will have opposite angles are equal to the transversal. Alternate interior angles are equal. Alternate interior angles are equal. That means what you can write here is the z angle. So here y degrees here and this also y degrees. So here y degrees, here y degrees. So what you can take it here is angle z. This angle is, so this angle is added to x and y. Angle ACB will be equal to z, that will be equal to x degrees plus y degrees. So this is angle z will be equal to x degrees plus y degrees. So by using of this, sum of this means then it will get. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. So in this module we are going to discuss our sixth question. What is that? Is find the values of A and B given that P is parallel to Q and R is parallel to S. So this is parallel to each other and these are parallel to each other. So R is a transversal for P and Q, and P is a transversal for R and S. Q is a transversal for R and S, and S is a transversal for P and Q. So what you can take it here is these two angles. So this angle and this angle are equal. So what is that? From corresponding angles to the transversal, from corresponding angles are equal. Then what you can take it here is 2A degrees will be equal to 80 degrees. That one we can take it. Corresponding angles are equal, then A will be equal to 80 by 2, then 2 ones are 2 40s are. So A degrees will be equal to 40 degrees. So this is the A value. Then B value will be equal to, here it will make this angle. So let's take this angle and this angle are corresponding angles. So these two angles are corresponding angles. So here it will make this one. So these two angles will make linear pair angles here. This is also B degrees. From corresponding angles we are written. So from linear pair axioms, what you can take it here as angle B plus 80 degrees will be equal to 180 degrees. That is sum of two angles. Then B degrees will be equal to 180 minus 80. Then what you will get? 100 degrees. Like this also we can solve, or you can go with another method like here B degrees we are calculated, right? So here this 80 we can take it this here. So here you can take. So here also from linear pair you can take here 80 degrees. So based on this also here from corresponding angles 80. So from here also you can get it like this. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. So in this module we are going to discuss the seventh question. In the figure, A is parallel to B. So here A and B are parallel and C and D are parallel. So C and D are acting as transversal for A and B, and A and B acting as transversal to the C and D. So we have to find the angles that are congruent to angle 1 and angle 2. So congruent angles to angle 1 and angle 2. So for angle 1, we are going to check first one. So let's take here 1 is there. So let's take 1. So for this angle or vertically opposite angle is this 3 and corresponding angle is 3 and vertically opposite angle is the 9, 11, 13, 15. So let's take from corresponding angles axiom from corresponding angles axiom. So what is that is from corresponding angles all are equal. For angle 1, corresponding angle is angle 9. That will be equal to angle 9 is corresponding to angle 13. Then angle 13 corresponding angle is angle 5. Then what you can take it here is for angle 1, angle 3 is from vertically opposite angles. From vertically opposite angles, what you can take opposite angles. So angle 1 will be equal to vertically opposite angle is 3. So for angle 3. Then angle for 5, so here corresponding angle for angle 5 will be equal to angle 7. That will be equal to based on upon this. So angle 7, angle 13 will be equal to angle 15. Then angle 9 will be equal to angle 11. So based on above conditions, what you can write it here is finally, so we can write one condition. What is that is angle 1 will be equal to angle 3. So angle 1 will be equal to angle 1 will be equal to angle 3. That angle 3 will be equal to here angle 9. So angle 9 will be equal to angle 11. Then angle 13 will be equal to angle 15. Angle 15, so here angle 5, that will be equal to angle 7. So what are the congruent angles based on this? So finally you can say congruent angles for angle 1 will be equal to, so congruent, therefore congruent angles, angle 1, angle 3, angle 9, angle 5, angle 11, angle 7, angle 13, then angle 15. How many angles? There are 8 angles are there. Like this we need to solve. Next one. So here we are going to check corresponding angles for angle 2. So from corresponding angles for these two, we are going to draw these angles. So corresponding angles, what you can take, angle 2 will be equal to, for that corresponding angle is angle 6. That corresponding angle is 6, so 14. So angle 14, and this side wherever it is there, this side angle 10. So these are the corresponding angles. So this one and this two, this 6. These are the corresponding angles for angle 2. Then what you can say from vertically opposite angles, from vertically opposite angles, what you can take it here as for angle 2, angle 4, that is vertically opposite angle. For angle 6, what you can take, angle 8. Then for angle 14, that will be equal to 14, angle 16. Then angle 10 will be equal to angle 12. These are the corresponding angles, vertically opposite angles for the angles. So these are vertically opposite for this. So that two angles are equal. Then based on that, what you can write it here is angle 2 will be equal to angle 4. That will be equal to angle 6. Angle 6 will be equal to angle 8. That will be equal to angle 14 will be equal to angle 16. That will be equal to angle 10. That will be equal to angle 12. Therefore, finally, what you can say here as, you can write one thing. So what is that? Therefore, corresponding angles for congruent angles, congruent angles. What is that? Angle 2, comma, angle 4, comma, angle 6, comma, angle 8, comma, angle 10, comma, angle 12, comma, angle 14, comma, angle 16. These are the congruent angles for the angle 2. Like this we need to solve. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.